It's Dizzy. I'm out at the farm, and I finally got something done I've been wanting to do for several months now. So you can see I have a solar-powered fence charger here. It says it's 2 miles, and while they don't recommend it for horses, according to the package that came with it, I used to have a 2-mile one here, and it did fine. Only problem being, it died. And I thought at first it was the battery. Got a new battery and it still didn't work. I was able to check the battery was fine. So that meant it was the charger itself, and I didn't know if it was something that could be fixed or not. It was something I was going to have my husband look at, but I never got a chance to ask him about it, and of course I can no longer ask him. So I did have, for several months, I had my electric fence, tied into the electric fence with the field over there. And she has a really powerful one. And it wasn't that hard to tie into. It was just a matter of running a wire from one electric fence to the other. The problem being where the charger was. The charger is all the way over there in that building. Because hers is tied into the electric. The electric itself is on that one post near the gate. So that meant any time I needed to turn the electric off for some reason, like if I was changing fields, I had to remember when I was over in that area to unplug the electric. Don't know how many times I would forget, and then I would have to walk all the way back over, which admittedly got to be a pain. So right before I went on vacation, I went and I bought my new charger. I'm all set to hook it up, and they said charge for 3 days in complete sun before using. Well, I didn't have 3 days before I was leaving to charge it in complete sun, especially since it was supposed to rain the one day. So I just stuck it out in the sun and left it until I got back, and even now I didn't hook it up right away because other than Saturday, we've had nothing but rain, fog, and clouds. We did have a little bit of sun yesterday, but not for long, and it's back to being cloudy. It was foggy when I headed out this morning, but I figured I want to get this done. So I went ahead, I got it hooked up, and yes, it does work. Now, the one thing I did have was, down here's my grounding rod. I do sell a thing that goes at the top. Only problem is mine broke. And rather than buy a new one, I just used a hose clamp. And I checked everything out, and it works great. In fact, this seems to be more powerful than the last one I had, even though it's also a 2-mile charger. So there's my charger. I've got it's just a top wire that's electric. If I really needed to, I can tie in so that I can have electric all the way down, but I've not been needing it. So I've got my whole field now is electrified. Of course, once I got it attached, I checked it here, and I checked it over by that gate where it ends, and I checked it, you can't see it, over where it ends on the other way, and it's working fine. And I also have several places where I can disconnect the electric from if I ever have a problem where it's not working. And so I can check to find out where the problem is, and I have had to do that several times in the past. Much easier to do it if my charger is right here in the field as compared to having to walk all the way over where the other charger was. So I hope it's nice weather where you are, and I will talk at you later.